We've been playing lots of board games as part of our final homeschool week, which includes crafting time while we wait for our turn. Miss 14 was binding a quilt, Mr. 11 was making friendship bracelets, and Mr. 16 was working on his Advent melty beads. This is a super fun game called Botany I found on Kickstarter. While they were doing that, I got stuck into my Stitch Towards Christmas daily embroidery project that I'm really behind on. So day 11 and I haven't even started. And so my original plan was to trace the pattern onto the calico using my iPad as a lightbox. So I took a photo of our white wall, jumped into the edit function just in the standard Photos app, increased the exposure, made it really nice and bright. And it worked okay, but every now and then it would flick back to the main Photos app or switch across to other photos. So it didn't work brilliantly. So then my next plan of attack was to turn it into a lock screen. But then the problem is I kept having to tap it and get it to brighten up. So that wasn't really working either. I got about half done, but because I was constantly having to move my fabric to reactivate my iPad to get the light happening again, it wasn't brilliant. So I'm not entirely sure. I did try playing with guided access, but that's going to be a problem for another day. So I ended up giving up on that and throwing it back old school style. Just taped my pattern to the window, taped my fabric over the top, also on the window, and just worked away there. I just used a bit of packing tape that I had on hand because I was in the schoolroom and that's what was right there. I did print this pattern on vellum accidentally, but it also actually worked really well because it meant the light shone through that paper really easily, which has been a problem that I've had with past tracing projects. And so then it was much quicker, much easier, probably not as fancy as an iPad type Lightbox, but it did the job. And then I was able to get stuck straight into my embroidery. I am using the 7-inch version of this pattern. Day 1 of the pattern is just the outline of the hills, so I did that first just in a simple back stitch and got all those 3 done, and I was surprised really at how quick it came together in the end. And by the time we finished our game, I was even able to have day 2's tree complete, except for the trunk, because I need to come back with some brown floss for that. And I had made a solid start on the day 3 tree as well. And so that was really fun to see it come together. I do have still a lot to catch up, obviously, because it is day 11 and I'm only just at day 3. So I'm hoping over the next couple of days, as we play more games, I'll have lots of time to sit and stitch as we play some more games. Some others that are on our rotation this week are Ticket to Ride is a favourite. Catan is on tomorrow's schedule. We'll probably play again another game called Genotype, which is a great game for teaching kids about genetics and inheritance traits. And yeah, we'll see what the rest of the week brings. And hopefully next time I do a weekly whip around, this will be all up to date, ready to show off. Thanks for joining me for day 11 of Vlogmas. I'll be back tomorrow for day 12 and I'll be sharing my 5 favourite festive finds under $5.